Good evening, everybody. This is going to be a challenge tonight. I'm doing something I haven't done before. We're going to have one of our guests actually call in. He's going to be on the phone and not be like in the studio with me. And my light's doing this weird thing because it's like cloudy and then the sun will come out and be cloudy. So the light like dims and like it's freaking my eyes out. I feel like I'm at the disco. So y'all bear with me. I'm going to try to keep up with two separate YouTubes rolling through all this and take questions and stuff from Rumble. I'm trying to get on Rumble right now. So if y'all see me staring in space, oh, y'all hear me? I'm talking to myself on Rumble. Y'all, please, if any of you are out there that are going to be in any of my chats, please try to keep the trolls away. I need help tonight if there starts to be any, because me catching here and catching there and catching everywhere. Let me do a quick roll call. We're fixing to get a phone call, and then I'll switch over to that. We're going to be on the Angel Warrior page on YouTube for at least a little bit, and then we'll probably head over to just Rumble, and I'll probably kill both YouTubes when we head over, because when Patriot in the Park jumps on to answer questions, there's no telling where he and I'll end up, and that causes severe issues with YouTube if we're not careful how we say things, and we're not always careful. So there you go. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and a rumble. And I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this evening. Let's see. We got X66 from Texas. Good evening. There's Evie. Star. Hi, how are you? I'm having Bud Lights tomorrow at Thirsty Thursday. All right, X66. That's amazing. I'm going to have, I haven't figured out what I'm going to name it yet, but I'm going to have an iced coffee cocktail. So I'll be letting y'all know all about that. There's Michael over on Rumble. Hi, how are you? There's Miss Pat. Y'all, I don't know who all of you are by your names. I know Margie. Hi, Margie. Hey, Deb. How are you? Garden Lady. I don't know who you are. Hey, there's Roger. Hello, Roger. Hi, Grammy. I'm so glad to see all of you here. And if y'all, I don't interact tonight by messaging y'all and stuff, I am so sorry, because like, I'm going to be jumping everywhere. Hi, Michael. How are you? If you just finished with Mark Z, did he have on a gold hat? Please let me know, because I have not had a chance. Hi, Ronnie from Jacksonville. You're just right down the street. Good to see you. Or I guess you're seeing me. I'm not seeing you, but thank you for coming and hanging out. Oh, my word. Okay, y'all. This isn't good. I don't understand why my computer isn't charging. This could be interesting. Just going to tell you, this could be a situation. Am I dark? I don't look dark to y'all, but I can tell right now my computer is not wanting to charge. That is lovely. Oh my God. Not today, Lord. Please, not today. Satan, not today. I know, y'all. That would happen. No gold hat, but I screenshot a message from the chat. That is very positive. Awesome. Hey, Jimmy in Jacksonville. Y'all, hold one moment, please. Hey, Luke. Are you in the back room where you can hang out a minute? Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Can you entertain everybody for a moment? I am having a serious technical difficulty over here.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Well, while Trina is working through some technical issues, and I have to admit that it might be a challenge, I'm here to, I guess I'll give you kind of how about an update from Charlie Ward from this morning, insider call. there was a discussion that took place, and I was on. Well, I guess I was. I'm a member of the Insider. Oh, are you back?
You go right ahead. You go right ahead.
Well, I was just going to give everybody kind of an update of the Charlie Insider call this morning.
Okay.
And so for people that are listening, according to him, the original Nasara was drafted in 1962, under JFK. And that was when the original document was put together. That may have been in anticipation of what he was intending to do to end the Fed. And it has subsequently been confirmed to me by my northern mentor that, yes, that's the case. It was also said on this call that we would be going to the gold system, under the new Nasara, which could be termed Trump-Sara, and that also, we would be seeing the end to things like mortgage debts, etc. Mortgage is a term for basically, debt, a death pledge, I guess you'd say. So, and everything all debt under the old system is basically a fraud because it's being done with fake money. So just tell me when you're ready to make the transition. So mortgage is basically a death pledge, folks. So we're going to be moving away from that enslavement, to a world of abundance rather than a world of scarcity, which, as we covered, on Monday, we talked about enslavement and under the old system, and the fact that the fiat, is totally of fake money, not real money. It's basically debt money. So we've transitioned, into some type of a new document, which we'll find out about. He also had indicated that there would be, recorded confessions from all the people who've been put to death, so that nobody can basically back out of the fact that they're not dead anymore and they committed crimes. So currencies would be all backed by gold. So that cannot be, changed. So we're going to have a new system. None of this is, quote, fallen under the public domain. In other words, made the official announcements as of yet.
Awesome.
Charlie, indicated that all is peaceful at present, and in transition. Certain things he couldn't talk about. Obviously, Mark Z can talk about certain things, so pay attention to him. We have
our other special guest that has just called in.
Okay.
So I'm just going to tell you to push pause on that, Luke.
All
and
right.
If you want to, do you want to go in the back room, or do you want me to?
Just stick me in the back room.
Okay. All right. Are you there, Matt?
Yeah. Hi, Trina. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's good. Good deal.
Can everybody hear Matt? Can somebody type me in the chat if y'all can hear him? All right. Nobody's typing anything in the chat.
Oh, okay. So can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know that they can hear you. I'm hoping I have the phone in the right place.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody can hear you. Y'all, this is Matt Johnson with CBD Gurus. He is like the man who probably started anybody that has found the CBD Gurus before. He probably started all of our little accounts with Extra Boulevard and Dong, and I don't even know what else you sent me in the mail.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a dinar a few times. I think even way back there was Zimbabwe too. I gave a ton of that away, you know. So
Wow. I wasn't in the crew when that happened.
oh, okay, yeah, that was probably I think it was about a year and a half ago, maybe or something, but not too much. You know, there was just a little bit. Yeah. Hey. So, anyways, I'll just introduce myself. This is Matt with the CBD Gurus, and I've been in the CBD business here. I don't know, going on 4 years, I think. And how long you been buying from me, Trina? You know?
Probably about a year now.
Oh, a year? Okay.
I would say at least 7 or 8 months.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm a currency holder and all that stuff for sure too. And yeah, just hear my background on that. I think I heard about the working on the RV back. I think it was '95, the late summer of '95. Yeah, and then from there, I just but I didn't follow it real closely until about probably 7, 8 years ago. You know, and then because back then the guy told me, he said it was kind of funny. He said, I said, when's this all going to happen? He said, well, 2023, maybe a little bit before that, but right around there. You know.
Yeah.
So he said. I said,
wow.
And, here's me in '95, how many years ago was it? Not 28 years, 27 years.
Yeah.
And so it's, I just, it was pretty interesting to talk to the guy. He was he's got some position in the government. He's been working on it since then. I just talked to him the one day, and then from there I talked to other people. But, so anyways, hey, the CBD, should I tell them how I got going on that, Trina?
Before you do that, I just want to say thank you for joining us, and for everybody that I kind of have been a little scattered because my computer decided to not charge, so I had to go change the plug-in. I don't know what's up other than y'all. I got hit by lightning last week, and so weird crap's still happening to me. But all these little goodies that y'all can see sitting here, he's going to tell y'all how he founded this company and how I've ended up with this tray full of amazing things that are changing mine and Mr. Welch's life. So, Matt, take it away.
Okay. So, yeah, for sure. Back in, I want to say it was, I forget the time sometimes, but I think it was about 7 years ago. Yeah. I was in Colorado, and I went to the pod shop with my son and a bunch of his buddies, and I didn't really want to get it, buzzed or anything high or anything. So I asked they had a nurse on duty at the time. There was a pretty big shop dispensary in Boulder. And she recommended CBD because I was hurting. I'd went on oh my God, it was probably about an 8-mile hike, into the mountains with the young guys. And I just, I was hurting, and because I wasn't used to walking maybe more than 2 miles a day. And so I went there and I got CBD oil. I got some CBD rubbing on my head, and then I got some CBD. It was like some sort of cream or something, like a lotion. And I think it cost me about $300, but I didn't care. I thought, well, if this stuff helps me, I didn't know if it would help or not, but the nurse that was on duty at the place said, yeah, it'll help you. I said, oh, okay, cool. So then I went home and took it, and I took, I think I took probably about, I guess every bottle or lotion or head deal was probably a 30-day supply. So I probably took about 5 days worth there in the next half hour. And then I drew. That's the truth. So then that's the truth. Yeah. And I laid down and I took a nap, and
I bet you did.
What's that?
I said, I bet you did. That was probably a long nap.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but I got woke up right before dinner time by a little guy. He says, hey, you want to go down to the park? He's about 3 years old. I said, yeah, I'll go down there with you. So I forgot about, I was hurt, and then I walked down there with him. It was about 2 blocks away, 2.5. And then he was, playing on his, the swings and all that stuff. And then I noticed, I'm going, oh my God, I'm not even sore, man. That stuff. I didn't know it worked, you know. And then I walked back, and then you know, to the house after being there for about an hour with them. And then I thought, oh my God, that stuff really does work, you know. And then I was asking people about it, and they said, yeah, it works, you know. It works with pain and everything else, you know. So it helped my knees, it helped my head, because I had some of that, you know, when you get in the mountains and you start hiking, you know, you get the headache, you know, and stuff. So I put that stuff on my forehead, and I put it on my knee. I took some oil, and yeah, it all worked good. And then I ended up taking it from there. You know, when I went home, I smuggled it home with me. I guess it was against the law or whatever, going through different states. We drove home in a car, me and my son, and everybody else flew home, I think. You know, but me and him drove home. We stopped at Sturgis, you know, for a while. But yeah, I felt great. Then after that, I'd start taking it all the time, using CBD, and somebody from Colorado would just keep sending it to me, because it really wasn't legal throughout the United States. And then, oh God, I got to get my days straight. What are we on, 22? Yeah, it was 4 years ago. And then I started, I got a hold of a distributor here in town. It just so happened he was a friend of my son's when they first started selling it. Then he got me a bunch of stuff. And then I would just give it out to people I knew, because he, you know, he got me a good price, you know, because he distributed it. And it wasn't like a multi-level deal. He's got a big distribution. It's called Granite City Distribution. They distribute everything for stores in about this 5-6 state area up here by Minnesota. So he gave me a bunch of stuff, and then I just started selling it to all my buddies and everything. Next thing you know, I said, man, I should get into business. So I called my buddy Kevin, and then we started getting into business. And then from there, it just took off. And then I went on Z Show one night, and it, you know, and it really took off. And yeah, and then from there, we just keep growing and growing. But it truly is mostly about helping people. Like, you know, on the way over here, I came over to the office. My wife kicked me out of the house to go do the show here, so I had to go over to the office here, but no big deal. But she didn't want to turn the TV down. She was watching some show, Trina. So, because we only got one floor. But anyways, on the way over here, I thought, well, okay, so today, I know we had a call at about an hour and a half ago. A guy called about his dog, you know, as I answered the phone. Truly, I get about 75 calls a day at least, you know. So, but sometimes I answer it. If it's a local call, for sure, I answer it usually. But it was about his dog with, he said it's got tumors, you know. So I said, well, how big's the dog, you know? And he told me 8 pounds. So I said, okay, this is what you need. So just, you know, and pretty much each one of those droppers is 1/30 of the bottle. So I said, just even it out over 30 days, it should help, you know, because, you know, it does a pretty good job on that kind of thing. But, yeah. So then another lady called today, and this is one of my better customers, and she, I'm just telling you how it helps people and pets or whatever, but she's 80. I better not get this wrong. Hopefully she's not listening, but she's 80 years old, but I know she could barely, she's got a 3-story place, but she couldn't even get off the main floor because her arthritis was so bad. Now I know she's doing fine. And she gets some Miracle Gold. She always gets 4 bottles every about 5 or 6 weeks. And then she gets some CBG gummies from me. But she said that's the only thing she does different than what she used to do. And she could barely walk. And now she runs well, she don't run, but she gets all over the place now. She can go everywhere, walking upstairs, downstairs, anywhere she wants. So I'm in business just to help people, truthfully. And, you know, it's probably the best business I could ever be in for helping people and making a living, truthfully. So it's kind of rewarding, you know, rather
Absolutely.
than just doing something where you don't get people that are thankful. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it really helps. And then, yeah, lately, I mean, just everything, you know, and now we got in more into, not more into it, but as they kind of loosened up the laws more, we got into a little bit of THC there, you know, and like we talk about it, and people use it for sleep and everything. I don't use it during the day much at all. It is Lucas. He's a partner of mine. He's a big manufacturer, and yeah, he couldn't come on the show tonight. He's just so darn busy. And it's just to give you what his day is like. 80% of the gummies in the country with any kind of CBD or THC, he's got his hands in those, you know. And
Wow.
he's just a pretty busy guy. He either makes them or he didn't make them personally, but his factories do.
Yeah.
Or he supplies the raw product to make them. So, yeah, he's a pretty busy guy. But, you know, I've learned a lot from listening to him. So,
Well, hopefully we can get him on here at some point, at least to
Yeah.
make a recording to where we can get some of the details, because he's got so much knowledge about all the different strands of the CBD that they're starting to pull apart and find, which I had no clue on. And he's so educational.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He is 100%. And yeah, we'll get him on for sure. He just, right now it's the end of summer, and, you know, he's dealing with kids and school start and everything else. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But, yeah, for sure.
Well,
And so, no, go ahead, Trina.
I was just going to say, you have a couple of questions, if you would like to hear, that people have sent, and they're wanting to know what would be the best thing for them.
Yeah, for sure. I'll give her a shot. You know?
Okay. One of them, I'm just going to read them direct to how I've gotten them. I've got a question for the CBD Gurus. My husband broke his leg 2 weeks ago and has been in a lot of pain and is not sleeping. What is their recommendation? It's a spiral fracture in the tibia by the ankle and just below the knee. His daughter brought him a vape pen with Steve in it. I don't know what that is. And she says, I don't know much about marijuana or CBD.
Oh, so she got what was it, a pen you said?
Yeah, it's like a vape pen, and it says with STEVE in it.
Okay. Well, yeah. So anyways, okay. So here's what if it was me and that was my position, it just all depends if you smoke. I don't like the vape because to me it's too, I tried it for about 45 minutes one day, and if I wouldn't have stopped, I probably never would have, because it was, my God, it was just like inhaling candy. It was horrible for me. I mean, it was great and everything, but yeah, we don't sell the vape. But okay, so that situation, and I've had a lot of knee injuries and actually I've had a lot of broken stuff in my feet, you know. And broken feet, unbelievable. But what I would do with that, for sure, I would get some sort of lotion we have. We got either pain cream lotion or else the roll-on gel, and I would just rub it in those areas. But beyond that, I would probably take, if he can handle a THC and he's not, you know, tested at work or anything like that, especially for sleeping, I would take a Delta 8, start out with a half of a 25 at night, you know, before bedtime, or maybe even before that. I mean, you could actually start it out, take that anytime, you know, anytime you start hurt, because you're not going, doesn't sound like he's going anywhere, right? You know, so we might as well, but I wouldn't. At night, you'll sleep with that probably, for sure. And then rub some of that, the roll-on there every time it starts hurting. That's what I would do, because you want to get CBD directly in the area. Because when you're vaping it like that, you know, it's getting in your lungs and then it gets in your whole body and everything.
Yeah.
Which is good, but it's not getting into the direct area. You know what I mean? And so, in other words, you put 50 milligrams of roll-on in the area, it's going to go in that area.
Yeah.
And we and Lucas talked about that before. A lot of times the lotions in the roll-on, that actually stays in the area and keeps working a lot longer than if it was be swallowed or anything
Yeah.
through the lungs, because then it's gonna come in, but it's gonna fade away. And it's not directly gonna get to that area. Now the other thing too, for that, for sure, rub it in the area. 100% rub it in the area, because that's gonna heal everything up a lot faster too. And yeah, and the other, this, we don't sell this or nothing, but you gotta get a powdered calcium somehow in a capsule or something, but it's got to be powdered or, granules, not a hard calcium pill. And then that'll go directly into the bones and start repairing them. And the doctors don't tell you that, but I know that because I had so many breaks and everything. But the powdered calcium, that'll heal your bones sometimes 4 times faster. It really does. I mean, when you take that kind of stuff, you can almost see your fingernails growing. That's how fast it goes.
Yeah.
So.
The one thing I want to put out there for somebody that has something that is broken or like it's pretty, if he's in a cast and you can't get lotion on it, I've used the Delta 8 and the Delta 9 full spectrum. If the THC won't affect you, I have bad lower back issues. It's great for pain. And I use the lotion on top of that when I go to bed, if you can get the roll on or the lotion on. So
Yeah,
that's just my
pain
opinion.
cream lotion, and we got 4 ounce, and we got the 8 ounce. They're both really good. The 4 ounce is probably a lot better. That's really, really good lotion.
Is that the lotion or the roll on?
It's a lotion. The roll on is more of an X-freeze type thing.
Okay.
It's kind of like a little icy hot deal, but the pain cream lotion is really good for that kind of thing. But yeah, in the cast, I mean, that's hard. I mean, maybe you drop some oil in there. I've known people that have done that, but I don't know, man. If that thing's cast is gonna be on there a long time.
Yeah.
I guess you don't want oil rotting away in there.
Yeah, I would probably refrain from trying to get topicals down in there. I would just be using and if you're not up for gummies or whatever, I have taken these at bedtime, the full spectrum, the 1500 milligram soft gels, and I'm showing them to them, Matt. I'm showing them all the product.
Oh, okay.
And I love these. I mean, I'm just, I'd rather take this than ibuprofen. I'd rather take it than pharmaceuticals. I mean, but that's just me. This is something that the Lord produced. It's a plant, and I'm not going to smoke anything because my lungs, I'm just not going to do that. But I am all about what we've used. Charlie does really well with the CBD for the dogs, what he was talking about and everything. I'm keeping him on that because him and weather, we've been up since 3:30 this morning because of weather. It does help him as much as the Prozac did, but he's still a weather issue dog. He's getting a med bed one day. I'm just telling you. But the website's at the bottom of the screen, and where it says wholesale, if you'll click on that, there's a drop down, and my name is there. And when you put the password in, it's my name backwards in all lowercase. It's ANIRT. And when you get ready to check out, they now have a drop down that you pick up. You click on Trina, and when you check out, and that helps me. So I appreciate that. But I just really love the product. Wayne went through shoulder replacement surgery, and they gave him, I forgot how much they gave him of the oxycodone, and he probably didn't end up having to take, but I'm going to say 8 or 10 of them. The first day or two, he alternated them every 4 hours with the CBD. And then by the third day, he only took the oxycodone when he slept for about 3 nights. He just used ibuprofen and the CBD, which they told me was perfect for him to do that together. And y'all, he did great. He really did. And by about probably, I'm going to say the 8th day, he just was using the gummies to sleep at night and the ibuprofen during the day. And he was doing the Miracle Gold, this one right here that has the black seed oil that helps with inflammation, because his shoulder was getting pretty inflamed from the physical therapy. And so he did this because he can drive and function and do everything with that after he got back to driving. It doesn't have the THC in it. Is there anything else I missed, Matt, before I let you go?
No, I mean, I was just gonna, no, I mean, no, not at all. I was just thinking about the Miracle Gold. I had called today, a good call on that today. A woman, she was just getting over the breast cancer deal and, afraid of it coming back. And we were talking about that today. And I said, yeah, get that for sure. Because she wanted to know what to get.
Okay.
I said, take that. And then if you want to take some oil, and just kind of rub it in the area. Because I know it helps, it just, and it gets more, like I said, concentrated in the area better, And then, yeah, it's unbelievable all the stuff does. Did you want me to take off or?
Is the Miracle Gold the one you suggest to rub like on your temples or the back of your neck if you have problems with migraines? I know someone was asking about migraines.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, it'll work. You can rub it on a lot of stuff for sure. I mean, I had a mole and I thought, well, I got to get rid of this mole because it was getting a little bigger, on my shoulder. And so I've been putting CBD on that, Miracle Gold on that for, probably a month, and it's pretty much drying up now and it's ready to fall off. It's the weirdest thing.
That's amazing.
Going, what the hell, And I said, well, that's what it does, and she goes, well, what is it doing? I said, well, I think it killed the bad stuff in there and helps the good stuff,
Wow.
That's the way I see it. I mean, Lucas, I understand what it's doing. Everybody's body's got something called an endocannabinoid system.
Mm-hmm.
And the CBD, that's what it is, the cannabinoid system.
Uh-huh.
It's the only thing in nature that comes in and fixes things. And a lot of people think that it's just like vitamins or something or minerals. No, it's not at all. I mean, it's amazing the stuff it can do. It's unbelievable. It really is. I mean, let's just say you had a little canker sore in your mouth.
Uh-huh.
Put some of that Miracle Gold on it or full spectrum, any kind of CBD oil, pretty much put it in there on it. It pretty much will be gone by the next day, And does you guys want to know how to get in the site? Do they know where to go, Trina?
It's scrolling on the bottom of my screen currently.
Oh, okay. Let me say it too in case somebody
go right ahead. Absolutely.
Hey, you guys, you go to the CBDGurus.com and you go into the wholesale area and you'll see Trina's wholesale drop down and then just put her name in backwards. And then before you check out, just hit Trina. So then that makes sure she gets credit for it. Then, we give her a little bit, I was thinking about that today, how, the online stuff you're doing and other people are doing, Trina.
Uh-huh.
You guys are the new media. You really are. And I think it's great that this product's getting advertised because they wouldn't even they wouldn't even let you go on a regular TV channel or anything and do it, But it's probably the best thing out there for anybody that's happened in the last probably 50, 60, 70 years, And yeah, we got anywhere from gummies, oils, lotions, bath bombs, soaps. And then we also got a deal now. If you were to happen to buy $100 worth, you get 2 of the Million Bolivars. Ooh. And you also, I don't know if you knew that, didn't you, Trina?
I knew it had changed, but I didn't know what it was exactly right now.
Yeah, so if you get 100 or more, you get 2 of the Million Bolivars, plus you get, I think, let me see. I better look at the special here. I see it all day long. Where is it? Oh, yeah, you get a 12 count of the Delta 8 gummies, too, free. Yep. And, yeah, it's great because, we come on here and advertise, and then we get to support people that are putting out the truth, for news instead of BS, And then in the future, I know Trina's going to be doing some great recipes with stuff, and that'll be cool. And, yeah, I got Lucas working on that product, Trina. I think he should have it done by now. I got to put the pressure on him here. We were just working on a few other things. So
I understand that. Hey, they're requesting your phone number, and I'm going to type that in the chat. What is it?
Okay, it's it's right in there and inside there. It's 612-412-8343. If you have some questions, just put it in there in a text. That's the best thing to do.
612.
I can answer those real quickly, and then if you got to reply back, I can answer it real quick too.
Okay.
And if I couldn't answer a question, I'll get a hold of Lucas.
Okay.
Excuse
Well,
me, and,
is
and-
this
and
where is this
we'll
the right
answer.
number for them to place an order?
Oh, to place an order?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just put it in there. If they need help with the order, just put in the text there and just say, hey, I need help with an order. Give me a call back, and I'll call them back, and we'll put the order in. Otherwise, I mean,
Awesome.
It's really easy to put in yourself too, as long as you can run the computer. But if you can't, just call. It's no big deal.
612-412-83.
8343. Yep.
All right.
And and here's the other. You got to get going, Trina?
I'm ready to go when you are.
Okay. I thought you were shooing me out before or something.
Oh, no, Luke is going to answer questions. He's in the back room waiting on us. But if you've got something to tell us, run with it.
No, that's good. No, that's
Okay.
good. Yeah, for sure.
I didn't want to take up too much of your time tonight. And you tell Lucas I'm excited that he's going to record a show with us before long where we will have it for everybody to go to refer back to. Because Miss Ann, for inflammation, I would suggest the Miracle Gold right here in this bottle. And you'll put it under your tongue. You let it sit there for about a minute or so. And it will just do amazing things for inflammation because it has black seed oil in it. And that is very, very concentrated to help with that.
Yeah, and it's got the CBG in there too.
Yes.
And there's so much to talk about. We'll talk about on future shows for sure. But the biggest thing is if you had a sore tooth or something or anything in your mouth, you just put a little CBD in there, keep it in there before you swallow it. It generally, it doesn't clear it up instantly, but it'll start working on it real fast. And we've had people with burns, and they put the CBD on there, some pretty strong CBD, and with the oil and everything, and the burns usually clear up, 4 times faster.
Awesome. Somebody asked about like a spider bite, like a brown recluse bite. Have you ever heard Lucas say anything about a particular one that would help with that?
If I did get one of those, I would probably put the black seed on immediately before I went to the doctor and had them fix it, because that's one you don't want to fool around with.
Yes.
That's a horrible spider.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And we actually have them around Minnesota here, and I know they're in Colorado. I was with the guy the other day. He had been bitten by one about 4 years ago. It literally put a hole right through his foot.
Yeah.
So if
you don't treat them quick, they get rough. They sure do. Well, we appreciate you for hanging out with us, Matt. Thank you so much. And maybe you'll come back and do this again with me in maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah, for sure I will. No problem. Trina.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on.
You bet. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot, Trina. Bye-bye.
Wow, that was fun, wasn't it? And y'all, I'm not doing this just to try to make money off the Patriots. I'm not. I'm doing this because I have found something that, y'all, it's legit and it works. And I am trying to get away from pharmaceuticals in our life and in our family. My husband uses so much because he is a type 2 diabetic, and they automatically put him on statins. You got blood pressure, you got cholesterol, you got heart medicine. They just stacked everything on him. So I am trying to find things that are more natural to help him and help his health. And if it works for some of our things, I'm trying to share it with y'all. My back was so debilitated, and I was still so awful feeling after getting over that mess in December. This made me be functionable. Between it and the LifeWave patches, I'm just telling you, I was trying everything. They helped me get back to where I could actually sit in this chair and not need to pass out the hour after I got through talking to y'all. But that's just that. Now, not a moment to wait, y'all. We got Luke. Luke, are you ready? I'm just warning you in case you're in the middle of a drink.
I'm just sitting here looking at letting people see the Trump JFK Jr. flag. How's that?
Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it, y'all.
Yeah, we got the whole thing right here. So
Awesome.
I made it work, for the fellow that wants to see Trump flag. There you go.
Yep.